Elaine Henson. I'm from Wilmington, North Carolina, and I've always loved going to the beach. It actually started, I wanted to frame a bathing suit to use in our beach house, our 1940 vintage beach house that we at Carolina Beach. So I ordered a couple that would go with, I ordered them based on the colors to go with my decor. And so when they came, they were wonderful. But when I took them to the framers and we laid them out, bathing suits were they covered a lot more skin than bathing suits today. And so when we laid them out, and then to have a mat going around it, it was going to be a really big, on the wall, it was going to take up a lot of space. And so I thought, no, this is not going to work. So I started looking for children's suits, which are like hen's teeth. There are very few children's suits available. But at any rate, I did find a couple, and I framed those instead. But by then, I was kind of bitten by the bug, I guess you might say. And then I realized that what I needed was some of what I call the dress bathing suits, the ones that look like a midi dress, because those were very early suits from the 1910, 1920 era. And so I was actually able to get a couple of those fairly easily. And then after I got those, I got a few more just to kind of round out my collection so I could have them basically from around 1880 to about 1980. There's a lot of research that goes into it, and so I've learned some tricks of the trade. For example, in the beginning, there are only 4 natural fabrics. There were no synthetic fabrics. So a suit is either wool, cotton, linen, or silk. And rayon was the first synthetic fabric, which was supposed to replicate silk, and it did, and it's still used to this day. The rubber thread changed the whole bathing suit industry. The suits had elasticity, and they would keep their shape, and so when they were wet, they didn't look wet. I've always been interested in the beach, and I've always had a lot of bathing suits. Obviously, I wish I had kept more of my bathing suits. However, I did start, I think, with my 1980s and 90s bathing suits. I have saved those, and I'm glad, because now actually one of them is in this exhibit, and not one that I can wear anymore, but I still love it.